Hey up everyone, Yorkshire Panda back again on Enigmatica 6, and yeah, have been a little bit busy. Firstly, I don't have a mob spawner anchor now. I've got the industrial quarter, the magic quarter, home. Still haven't figured out what I'm doing in that quarter yet, but we can now warp into our basement, which the reactor all set up over here with an exporter, filling it full of uranite and dry ice, and the water coolant there as well, just as a backup. Yeah, been busy doing a few things. All of our chunks are now sent into our system and stored in drawers. So, built a tunnel out back here. Our pedestal is making ice, and that's filling up our storage drawers. That is to make the dry ice. You need dry ice to make blue ice. No, ice to make packed ice to make blue ice to make dry ice. With one of these, but we'll have to get around to doing that at some point later. This is our auto Energizer linked to a crafter, so I can send craft recipes to here. I've also got a smelter set up onto here as well with a few smelting recipes, crafter, and then the crafter on its own with a few other recipes in there. Now this is a diamond crafter, so I have gone and made the iron one, upgraded it to gold, upgraded it to iron. So let's show you there. So iron crafter is just the normal crafter with extra bits, gold, and then diamond. You can get the netherite crafter, but that's netherite blocks. Yeah, we ain't going that far just yet. I've also completed the quest for the interface. It works as an in and out block, importer exporter for the system, but the crafters don't automatically export back into the system. So all of his machines pull out the back and into here, as does our Energizer, which goes underneath, and Energizer's there. I have been having a few arguments with these of late. Just not playing ball. And I don't know why, but yeah. So let's just put these back on, just see if this will get it to work. There we go, just needed a refresh. And it works pretty quick with the 4. I have a feeling it's not getting enough power. Don't think this ender gate is transferring enough. Wonder if I stick another one on here. There we go. Just needed more power output. See, these ender gates are good for getting power about, but the transfer rate on these, that transfers 40k. This transfers 40k. Should be doing it. Then again, I know each one of these is quite costly, so let's call our elevator. Let's get back upstairs. Let's throw these away first. So up here, I have been doing a bit more enchanting. I've stuck my netherite armor in there because I haven't got the netherite to repair it yet, because I did go on a bit of an exploration mission. So we have got a few more things in here that we have enchanted, and yeah, even less essence than we had before. So at some point I just have to sit in there and just let that fill back up again. Our bee hut's complete as well. So what I've done is I've built the space for 3 more of these apiaries. I've put our centrifuge in here. Our breeder is here. And we've got our wall of honeycombs. Now, there is a couple of new bees in here. got the emerald in here. We've also got a lapis bee and a lead bee. Now, lapis and lead are the only two that I added. Reason I went out and looked for those. The lapis bee can be bred with the gold bee to make diamond, and then the diamond with the lead to make enderium, which is a thermodynamics item for better upgrades. We can also diamond and obsidian to get the wither, and the wither is water and blaze. Water bees, we have got some. Blaze bees, I'll have to have a look in the nether to find. But yeah, this you'll not see because I'm going to get another one of these here as well. And then we are going to get some automation, so some of the combs will automatically centrifuge. I haven't got that far yet. But yeah, all looking quite nice. I've tried to stick with the Nightshade Anemone, so we've got the black and yellow kind of bee aesthetic. That's quite cool. Now, as Magic Quarter has changed a little bit again, so I've cut this corner out, expanded our Britannia area because there are a few more things we're going to need to do with Britannia, and our blood magic altar has grown. What I've done, if we go into our books, go to the blood magic book, which is that one. When you're looking at your altar, we know that was our level 2 altar. As level 3 altar requires some extra blocks, and then a 4, and then a 5. There's nothing set up for the tier 5 altar yet, so 4 is as good as we're going to get. But you click on visualize, you hover it over where you want it to be, and we can then use this to build our altars. Now, I've left these spaces empty for the runestones. I've not built these towers just yet, but we need either lanterns or goldstone on there. We need blood bricks on the top of these. So we've got stuff to be able to get that upgraded. The incense altar is a lot more useful than I give it credit for. With this, instead of sitting here and just shift right clicking to get blood, I right click once, the incense altar takes off all of my hearts down to 3 and just fills this. I have got this working now with a stack limiter. Put it into here, and we've got quite a few slayers. Now, I'm going to carry on with blood magic for a bit because there are a few things I want to get out of here. First things first is we're going to upgrade the altar. So what we need is 5 by 4, yeah, 20 more rune stones. So that requires 20 of these. And that requires 20 of these. So let's get my apprentice orb. There we go. Stick that in there. Drop those in there. One. Let's put my orb in here. There we go. One. Right. Just give me stone that I've got a lot of. Stop giving me. I don't want marble. So I'll just put andesite. We've got loads of that. This is going to drive me nuts. There we go, andesite. Let's have a look. So how many do we need? We've got 4. So there is 20. And oh, you know what? Completely forgot about the quests. That's the 16 black runes. We need 4 glowstone. So let's get some glowstone out of here. go. Let's get some bricks. I'm going to use the blackstone. That gives us a few of these runes. What are these? Ah, runes of sacrifice. So we've got runes of sacrifice and runes of self-sacrifice. The runes of sacrifice get more blood for enemies or animals that you sacrifice on the altar. Self-sacrifices, you get more blood for your own. We are going to save those though, so I've got a plan for the sacrificing monsters on here. But for now, let's get this built up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll get our altar here. So we're going for the tier 3 altar. Let's visualize it. And we need 2 blocks up. Any of those. Glowstone or lanterns. I think I'll just go with glowstone. That is now a tier 3 blood altar. So let's just turn that off. There we go. Put you up there. We've got a tier 3 altar. Let's get a little bit more blood in there. You've only got a couple more stone left. And excellent. Now, a bit easier to get up and down. Now we've not got a big hole. The big hole, I just built this out as a design to begin with. Under here is going to be a bit of blood magic automation. Got a couple of ideas how I'm going to do it. But the first thing we're going to need, get our runes of sacrifice. In fact, let's get a Dagger of Sacrifice, which is just an iron sword in there. So have we got any iron swords? No, we don't. Easily get one made. And let's pop you in here. Needed 2,000 life points. We've got 3 in there, so that's fine. And let's get ourselves a unwilling sacrifice, shall we? Oh, there's a zombie over here. Hey, Mr. Zombie, you're mine. You're dead. Right. I did in the exploration as well fill up both my Tataric gems, so we're going to get them upgraded as well today. But that's that all nice and done. Have we got our dagger? Yes, we do. Dagger of Sacrifice. Now, what I'm going to do, in one of the utility mods, dark utilities, there is an anchor plate. What this does is we have to pop it here, and I put my zombie on it. The zombie's stuck, it can't move. So how much have we got in here? We've got about 1/3 of a bucket. Now got 2/3 of a bucket. So that zombie gave us 300 LP. Not brilliant, but that's 300 LP that we didn't have to use that to get. Now, that's all well and good, but there's no point in going out fetching back zombies just to get 300 LP. This is where this rune underneath comes. Now, I do want to get a couple more rune stones while we're here. So let's get, how many have I got? 60. So let's get another tier 3 altar, shall we? Does these made with rune stones? Yeah, they are. Okay. So let's get 30 of these converted. Let's put the other 30 in here safe. There we go. And come on, just give me andesite. We know we've got loads of that. Okay, why is this arguing so much? There we go. Don't shift click it, I think that's the answer. There we go. Bunch more blank runs. That's actually enough to start making this as well, but yeah, we're not going to do that just yet. That's given us some runes of capacity. Get that. Oh, got that as a reward for... Ooh. Now what these do is increases the capacity held within the altar. One of the things I do have is this Divination Sigil. What this does, if I tap the air, that's how many life points are in my blood orbs. If I tap the altar, there we go. Current tier 3, 6,452 life points. Capacity 10,000. There we go. So if I was to just replace one of these and do this again, it's now a tier 1. There we go. Tier 3, 12,000 capacity. So that's another 2,000 life points. We are going to need some of those on this as well. Some of these, most, if not all of these, are going to get replaced anyway eventually. But what I want to do is build myself another blood altar. Which is, there you are. And we're going to pop this dead center right about here. In this, we're going to stick our 4 runes of sacrifice. And we'll just get 4 normal blank runes for now. So that is now just a tier 2 altar. Pop our anchor plate on it again there, and let's go get ourselves another unwilling sacrifice. Right, what went and happened was it became daytime and no zombies. So, get with the skeleton on here. So that's got no life points in it. If we kill this, died about 600 millibuckets in there. Now, that does go down, which is a shame. Really, we want to keep that going. And we want to make sure we've got somewhere, you know, that we can keep the blood that we're not using. That's where the tank comes in. So, I did debate internally what tank I wanted to use. Whether I was going to go with a upgraded fluid tank, 112 buckets, or one of the created tanks, because they just look a little better. But everything down there is pretty compact. So what we'll do, build our basic tank, make it advanced, make it elite, which we haven't got the alloy for. Back in a mo. And we've got our elite tank. I'm going to have to get one of these set up so that I can automate the infusing as well. We'll figure that out later. But for now, right, we've got our elite tank. Now, we've completely run out of blood in there. That's no good. Let's get this. And we'll pop you here. We are going to want a lot of the cabling automation to be at the back. We need some mechanical pipes. They're the ones. And we're going to need our configurator, which is already in my inventory. Let's just throw them away. So that goes into there. We tell this to export. Oh, and we've already started. So let's get ourselves a couple more volunteers from the mob spawner. Let's see how much we can get. There we go. A couple more weather skeletons. Let's jump back over here. Pop down. We've got sacrifice number 1. And sacrifice number 2. All that is now being pulled out of there into our tank. Just slowly filling up with the life essence. Now what I will do is need to keep this at a certain level. Because what we do want is our blood orb in there keeping full, because we're going to need the life points for something I'd forgot about until we started looking at blood magic. The sigils that we've got, the Divination Sigil and the blood lamp, are great. Certainly the blood lamp for exploring is fantastic, and the divination one for maintaining your stuff and making sure everything's organised, it's an absolute necessity. But there is something more important that we can use. They're handy, we'll keep hold of those for later. And that is the air sigil that provides us with a form of flight. I say flight, it's more like a big jump. Now for that we need an air reagent, which is a gas tier, some feathers. The gas tier is what I'm falling down at the minute, but a gas bee, this is the one that you make with the blaze bee. Let's have a look, what did it say in the bees? Right, that's the entity base. Here we go. So if a blaze bee returning from a nest hive passes near a creeper bee, you can mutate into a gas bee. So we need to get ourselves some blaze bees. Where do these spawn? Blaze bees, we can find them in the Nether, in Scythian Torrids, Weeping Mires, or Magma Waste. What we are going to do next is go on a bit of a bee hunt. So let's get, I keep forgetting about the anchors and run everywhere. Let's get these thrown into here. Get these enchantments off them. Keep those safe. Enchantment off that. Still got my runes. Put those away. Right. Have I got some bee jars? Yes, I do. And this should give us enough armor to get around the Nether. That should be fine. Yeah, in fact, tell you what I will take with me. We could do with some netherite. So our mechanical digital miner, which has been around the houses a little bit, that can come with us, along with the ender chest. And let's go to the Nether. Well, as soon as you spawn, you come across a ghast. If this gives me a ghast here now, it's going to save me a lot of trouble. Yoo-hoo! Down here. Stop running away. Make sure I got my magnet on. Go away, you. Ha! Ah, we have a ghast here. Right, that saved me a trip. Dag nabbit. Right. Ah, I'm free. Oh. Miles away from where I was. I mean, what have we got here? That is a warp desert. That's a quartz desert. Wailing Nath. Warped forest. Weeping Maya. So these purple biomes. Basalt deltas. Warped forest. That's interesting. Brimstone, warped, Ember Bog, Withering Woods. There's quite a few biomes that we've not seen really, so the Nether is going to need some more exploration. But I do want to get the sigil first. Right. Let's get this down. We'll show you this bit first. So I've already used it a bit like next to the Nether portal. So there's not much more going on there. So let's head over here a bit. Pop you down. Give you some power. We'll stick our ender chest on the back. Now if we were to just tell this to go with the ore setup we've got, it will give us nether quartz, it will give us uranium, and it'll give us the occasional bit of netherite. That, we just want to get the netherite for now. So we want forge, ores, and then we want anything starting with NE. Just netherite. I think it does nether gold as well, but let's have a look. And we've got nothing. It doesn't come under called itself netherite, does it? It calls itself something else. Ancient debris. That's it. So tag forge, ores, anything starting AN. No, that's not playing either. Well, we could just go with forge. Oops. Forge, ores. And he's killed himself with my thorns. This will give us some ancient debris as well. I don't know why it's not picking it up properly. But it doesn't want to try and find the netherite scrap, does it? So, no idea why it does that. But what we do want to do is make sure this does mine properly. So chunk load all of this. It's only a couple of thousand, so it shouldn't take too long. Let's get back and make this air sigil. Right. We are back. Let's just get rid of these. Get back to here. And we need our... where are we? Air sigil. Here we go. So I need an air reagent, which is 2 feathers and a gas tier with our orb in the alchemy table. So let's get a couple of feathers. Got a few of. We need our alchemy table, so we need 2 feathers, 1 gas tier, and our blood orb. This should give me my air reagent. Ta-da! And then with this, we need an alchemy array. Which is with the arcane ashes. We right click, creates our alchemy array. We pop the rune sigil in there, the reagent in there, and then we need a reinforced slate. We've got blank slates. To get a reinforced slate, you put a blank slate in a tier 2 blood altar. We can manage that, and oh, forgot about that. It's just going to take the blank slate and put it straight into there. Right, what we want to do, yeah, let's just quickly get rid of that for a minute. Again, I haven't gone down the proper way of automating this just yet. Might look at that next episode or the episode after. There is a way of doing it, and it does mean delving into something we've not looked at yet. But yeah, may even get as far as doing a bit of bee breeding next episode as well. So with this, that is a reinforced slate. There we go. Now, should have took this out a bit quicker, because if you leave it in a tier 3 altar, a reinforced slate becomes an imbued slate. Don't want one of those just yet. We want to keep it reinforced. So our alchemy array with that air reagent on there, we right click with a slate. A fancy little graphic. And we have an air sigil. Which, if do I have it here? No, I don't. Let's go back home. And in one of these chests, there we go, deco leaf. Right. Now, this, every time we cast it, uses some of the blood that's in our essence. So, 659. It uses 50 per use. That is what's stored in here. So if I was to, let's just use this for now. There we go. And then we throw this blood orb into here. You'll see the essence going up. So really, we want to keep a blood orb in an altar continuously charging itself. And then what we can do, we'll go third person for this. Not perfect flight, but pair it with a deco leaf, and it does give us a nice little bit of a play. And we don't take fall damage either, so there we go. 200 blocks above and all the way down. That is pretty cool. Also, do you like my top hat? That can go in there. We can keep that with us. And that's pretty much it. We've got now. Is that one? An air sigil, a tier 3 altar. The startings of automation down here. Now what we're going to need is a mob spawner that we can have down here, and a way of automatically sacrificing, killing things on the altar. Got a couple of ideas for that, but I need to have a look at a few things first. In the meantime, I think what we are going to look at next episode, on my little exploration, we found ourselves something interesting. All the way over here somewhere. There it is. We found a mansion out in the snow. Haven't explored a mansion before, not even in vanilla. So I think we might need to get our netherite armor repaired and get that set up. There is. Let's have a look. Yeah. Got a few more things to do. I mean, this does go through automation as well, building with hoppers. But yeah, blood magic's still being built, so this is probably going to get added as we carry on through the episodes. But for now, we'll leave it there. I think next episode we'll go play around in this fortress, this mansion we found over there. And yeah, hopefully we've got a bit more ancient debris. We can turn it to netherite and get our armour repaired. But yeah, we've got some more there. So for now, I'll get my armour repaired. We'll come back. We'll have a look at the mansion. See if we can get a couple of mob spawners. We've got our cardboard there. See if we can get a couple of the Totems of Undying, which might have snapped a couple. We'll see if we can get many more. But for now, you guys take it steady. Have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye bye.